Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Mystic, the energy of the day for January 17th, 2019. Welcome. Thank you for being members. If you've just subscribed, welcome. Well, joined is the word now. I always get confused because they keep changing the words. And I have a difficulty with words anyway. It's hard to be ethereal and logical, left brain, right brain fight there. So, and then, throw the third eye into the mix. It makes it all the more fun. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods, and goddesses. We thank you so much for your presence, along with our higher selves, to allow us to have the information we seek, to assist us in remaining on our highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, divine, for your wonderful presence here. Your energy is always appreciated. We also thank you for opening our hearts and minds to receive the messages that were intended for us. As we are all one in spirit, thank you so much, divine. One of the things I can say to you guys is there's a little bit of an explanation for why I call in the light. There are several ways to read and several energies to use, and I use light. I'm a light worker. Some people are shadow workers, which doesn't disqualify them from being light workers, but it does mean they go into the darker realms, which are the past and a lot of trauma, okay? I can certainly assist with trauma, but it's not my chosen field. So I always read right side up. That's another thing that goes with it. I don't read reversals because the cards tell me enough right side up. I don't have to muddy the waters. Life is its own thing, and I get the influence from it. It's just a thing. It's a preference. There's no right or wrong way. That's another thing. I am patient. Patience is the word of the day. I am patient, persistent, and disciplined in pursuing my goals. There's no right or wrong way to read tarot. Your gift is your gift, and you'll have a certain tendency. Some people have their own opinions about that. It's just like religion, okay? Everybody has their own take, and so I'm just giving you some explanations as to what makes me tick as a reader. Well, there we go. Those are going to just flip right over for you. So the bottom one is this one, and I have these in my hand. I feel like this one's the next card, so I'm going to put those on top, and we'll see what all that means. But, so you get to have some of this inside information, and I can talk to you a little more interpersonally, right? Let's see what the humongous postcard oracle cards. They do look like postcards. They feel like postcards because they're about that big. And I just love the old, they look like old photographs. And it just seemed very grounding. The color of the cards, a lot of, I don't know if you realize or not, but the images on the cards really, just as they attract you, surrender, very nice, patience and surrender. Just as they attract you to watch the reading, that is so beautiful. I don't know if you can really appreciate it unless I hold it up for you. That's just a beautiful picture. I love it. All the butterflies. I'm a butterfly fanatic, by the way. Butterflies, hearts. Well, we're just going to let that happen. Y'all saw that? That's the other thing. The cards have their own energy. So that's why I don't worry about it being inverted and trying to have to backpedal and figure out what the reversal is. Because my interpretation of the reversal is just like the cards. And the other thing you need to know is the cards have their own pull. So when I touch the cards, because I have this thing, Three fell out. Oh, we'll take them. Let's take them. I feel like we should. We've got prayer, which is a guardian angel prayer, positive outcome, and inspiration. So that looks promising. The cards kind of speak to me when I touch them. That's why you'll see me handle them and hold them up and ask and hold. That's what, a lot of times they'll start talking before I even put my hands on them. To me, it's almost like I have a little kibitzer in the back of me that is telling me. And sometimes they flash images, so. And it's just as weird to me. I just go with it. I learned not to ignore it. Because that voice that I hear 9 times out of 10, if it's not someone I know, sometimes it's my mother, and I can tell that it's her. But most of the time it's my own voice, because I believe Spirit does that so that it doesn't scare you. And so with all that, I'll go on with the reading. There's some explanations about how Royal Mystic does what she does. So here we have a soul family card. This is the 6 of Cups. These are people that are blessings in your life, and they are, soul family means on the other side, in the other dimension, when we are beings of spirit and light, our souls kind of conglomerate together in groups. And so as we go through lifetimes, they reincarnate with us, and they may not be somebody directly in our life at the time we're born, but they find their way to us. And you know who they are because you feel it, okay? Now, you just know that you've known them from a past life. You feel a bond that's different from other people. So, we have and that's saying that you have these people in your lifetime now. You have the Fool card, and the Fool card is about a new beginning. This is the 0 in the Major Arcana, and what that means is the circle is unbroken. Now, this particular Fool card is different from the one in the Gilded Tarot deck. This Hansen Roberts, the illustrators, that's the other thing. The cards you choose also interpret for you. So they all have, even though this Rider-Waite has the same suits and the same characters, the artwork of the cards changes the way it reads, okay? So this Fool card is saying go in it with the heart of a child. The white flower is innocence. And it shows a young knave here who has not got a lot of life experience. So what it's telling you is allow yourself to have the new experience as if you've never done whatever it is before. Go and leave all the old baggage behind. And the reason I'm saying that part is that little tiny pack he has. You can't fit much in that. So you got to leave all the garbage, all the old experiences, all the negativity. You got to go in clean. Okay, now what this does mean is that you will have the ending and new beginning at the same time. It's a simultaneous thing, and that is the preferred way to start anything, is to end whatever it is and start the new thing, because you don't want to try to start a new thing with something old dragging you down. So here's the 4 of Pentacles, and this is about foundation. It's also about control. Okay, you see how he's holding that? So in this card, one of the things that stands out to me immediately, my eyes will go to one thing. Well, actually, it kind of flashes in my head. My eyes don't actually do it. It shows it to me inside my head. So here is those clasp hands. It's like he's holding it like it's life's breath, right? The one thing we have to remember as mortals, we think we're in control, and we're really not. And the more we try to interfere, we can kind of disrupt our own life path, because we're trying to make it be what we think it ought to be, and the universe has a bigger plan. So this card, because of these 2 placements, you've got the Emperor, who is the universe. This is telling you, you don't have to figure it out. You're not in control. You don't have to make it happen with your own strength. And one of the sayings I'm always really drawn to, and I use myself, is if I begin it under my own hand, then I got to finish it. But if I allow the universe to do it, it comes out way better. So this is letting you know hey, you're okay, but you don't have to work so hard. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is saying you're in the Garden of Eden. That's the Garden of Eden depiction in this deck. And what this means is you don't have to worry. You're very independent, and you are able to support yourself. And more butterflies, as you see, she's got lots of butterflies in the background. And this Three of Wands, which is going on the new path, taking a new way, going about it a different way, and going into it wholeheartedly, ready for the new beginning, looking out into the horizon, leaving the old stuff behind, leaving the baggage, and beginning the next step. Now, this can be for a job, it can be in a relationship. You know, life is all about cycles, and so this can apply to anything. Now, you've got the Two of Swords. And this usually means the crossroads of the mind, where you're reserving your opinion. Okay, so you're on the fence. You haven't said yes, you haven't said no. You're not leaning either way. You're waiting for more information. So some of you are waiting for someone to come through and give you the offer, whatever it is. It feels like work, but there's not a lot of wands showing. This is the only wand showing. Here is the Cup, and this is a heartfelt offer. So the difference between this cup and the Page of Cups is the Page is holding it to his chest, which means he's still not extended it. It's still within him. He's still kind of coveting it or hiding it or holding it, kind of covering your light under a bushel. Well, when this comes out, this is the actual, so that's what the Two of Swords is about, is waiting for it to happen, waiting for the offer to be extended so you can move forward. So remember to be patient while you wait. You've got to, oh, these are perfect. Oh my God. So you have to, I am patient, persistent, and disciplined in pursuing my goals. So let it all go with the flow. Your goal is the Garden of Eden. Now the thing is, in the Garden of Eden, there is no pain, no suffering, no hunger. There's no lack whatsoever. Everything is provided at the exact right time. And this is saying to you, you're on your way to that. Okay? That's 100% allowing you to have whatever you need be provided by the universe. So you don't have to provide it. You don't have to worry about the money. Okay? Look at these coins. There's way more coins than this. Okay? Almost double. So if the universe does it, you get the Garden of Eden. If you do it, you're worrying about how you're going to do it. Simple? Okay. So patience is allowing this, waiting for this thing to come to fruition. And you're disciplined and wonderful. So then here's the surrender, which is allowing the universe to do what it does to bring it to you. A butterfly does not have to struggle to become a butterfly. It cocoons up and waits. And when it all happens in perfect timing, it's fully formed. Okay? Now another thing I just want to say real quickly before we move into the reading of these cards. Just because I'm saying this is an independent person doesn't mean she's always solitary. Okay? It just means she can provide for herself. And I think that gives us certain power, whether you're male or female. It gives you the power to have a real relationship with someone on its own merit and not be dependent. Okay? So, there's that. Here is the first card, the prayer. Dear guardian angel, to you I pray. When I am fearful, help me remember that only love is real. When I am lost, please help me find my way. When I am confused, help me to regain clarity. When I feel lonely, help me to feel your loving presence. And when I perceive chaos, help me to see the order. Thank you. That's a great prayer. Positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive as you will create a positive outcome. You guys know that's that's what I preach all the time when I'm talking about visualizing. When you see me pick up that magician card, that's the whole thing right there. You got to manifest from the positive. I'm just reinforcing that card. Okay, inspiration. A wave of inspiration and stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It's important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity are initially scoffed at, we've had this one the other day, or ridiculed. Your guardian angels, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities in your life. Amen. Thank you, angels. We receive that. So this again is another one of those readings where it all meshes and melds together. So this is going to be a fabulous day. I hope these positive affirmations help you to improve your energy so that you can go out into the world and face all the people who don't have the same mindset as we do. So, there's people still walking around in the shadows, in the dark, and they don't even realize that there's a light switch right in front of them. So, many blessings to you all. Thank you for helping me be the light, and I send you all out into the world to give that light to anyone who can watch your example. Many blessings to you. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.